Impeccable rendition by the opera star Laura Wright. And now Jimmy Lennon Jr. will have the official introductions for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Wembley Stadium in London, England for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions in association with Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, and we're sponsored by 32 Red, Unibet, Foot Asylum, Coinfield, and Arnold Clark. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the president in attendance, Mauricio Sulaiman, and the supervisor, Alberto Leon, along with the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge, Sir Charles Giles. Introducing our three judges scoring from ringside, from Bergamo, Italy, Guido Cavalleri. From Tijuana in Mexico, Juan Carlos Pelayo. And from Winnipeg, Canada, Robert Tapper. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee in charge. He will be giving instructions after the introductions, Mark Lyson. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC and Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, the wait is over. The time is now. Live from Wembley Stadium in London, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing you first, the challenger. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim, fighting out of Brixton, London, England. He weighed in at 18 stone, 1 pound, or 253 1/4 US pounds, with a record of 28 wins, 2 losses. He has 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBC interim heavyweight title holder. Please welcome tonight's challenger, the heavy-handed WBC #1 ranked heavyweight in the world, known as the Body Snatcher, introducing Dillian Whyte. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, hailing from Manchester, England. He weighed in at 18 stone, 12 pounds, or 264.8 US pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring, with a record of 31 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his anticipated return to the UK, here is the 2-time world champion in his 5th world title appearance, and one of the great stars of boxing today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated, reigning and defending WBC and Lineal Heavyweight Champion of the world, introducing the Gypsy King, Tyson. Once again, the referee in charge, Mark Lyson, now to give instructions.
Mark Lyson, the referee. His first heavyweight title bout he's ever officiated.
Cut tight, Tyson. So anything on the belt will be fine, okay? Okay, boys, I've already spoken to both of you. You know what I expect. Stay professional, obey my commands, and most of all, protect yourself at all times, boys. Good luck to you both.
That grand theatrical ring walk by Tyson Fury had Dillian Whyte waiting around Tim Bradley, waiting and waiting. He was out here in the cold air, out outside of Wembley for 16 minutes until those ring introductions. Here we go. Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley with you ringside for the heavyweight championship. Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte. Let's do it from Wembley.
Uh-oh, Dillian Whyte came out in the southpaw stance.
Can you believe that? And he throws the straight left. What do you make of it, Tim?
Interesting tactic right here from Dillian Whyte. I know this tactic right here kind of bothered Tyson Fury, or is bothering Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury has a lot of experience. He's been in the ring with a lot of fighters, including southpaws.
So all the talk leading up to this fight, what you mentioned with your analysis leading up, the biggest weapon for Dillian Whyte, the left hook from that orthodox stance, and here he comes out southpaw with what appears to be just a range-finding right jab.
Whyte has to be balanced tonight with his attacks. He cannot empty the tank too early because Fury seems to have rechargeable batteries in the system late. And Fury needs to do what he's doing right now, be on high alert defensively early because he doesn't want to get caught cold, but command respect with his jab and brilliant boxing skills.
Of course, those boxing skills include tremendous defense. That is how he first won the heavyweight championship against Klitschko, just outboxing him with his movement. Fury opponents land just 6.3 punches per round. 6.3 punches per round. That is how rare it is to touch him clean. That is the fewest among all heavyweights. That defense, number 3 among all fighters. Now, you say, but what about Deontay Wilder? Deontay Wilder scored 4 knockdowns against Tyson Fury through their trilogy. Well, Tyson Fury has become a bit more offensive, a bit more risk-reward at times, especially as that trilogy went on.
You know, Tess, let me tell you this. The right hand of Tyson Fury has improved over time, especially under the tutelage of Sugar Ray. Dillian Whyte needs to be careful because he's setting himself up to be hit with the right hand of Tyson Fury.
Especially in the southpaw stance.
Yes.
So Fury can get that long range of his lead left foot outside the lead foot of Dillian Whyte and come down the channel with that big right hand. There's a long range left hand from Dillian Whyte. And then return fire from the champion. But committed to that southpaw stance here in round number 1.
Yeah, I don't know how long Dillian's going to be in this position, fighting from the southpaw stance, but it's almost been the entirety of this whole entire round.
It's in the low 50s here at nighttime outside at Wembley here in London. There's a 1-2 from Fury. Came straight down the middle with the right hand. End of 1. So the surprise of the southpaw stance from Dillian Whyte.
Stepping and moving. He's doing all the work. Every time you go to that body, you got to reset. You're almost catching up to him. I know you see it. Don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep that slip arm on and make him keep moving.
Some really good shot right here. Straight left hand down to the body of Tyson Fury. That's what Whyte's going to have to do. He's going to have to attack the body. That was open for Wilder in the third fight. Wilder took total advantage of it until Fury made an adjustment. Right now, Whyte has success early in the first round by attacking his body.
Limited work by both men in that first round, but Dillian Whyte, according to CompuBox, was able to land 4 body connects.
You use that face. You go first. Lead with that face.
Orthodox. And look at the Gypsy King. Can you believe this? So all of a sudden now they start the second round with Tyson Fury making the decision to come out southpaw and Dillian Whyte going back to his orthodox stance with the power right hand.
It's a lot of mind games right now going on in that ring right now.
Well, we mentioned the coaching tree. The training tree is all Kron. Xavier Miller is in the corner of Dillian Whyte, but Harold Knight was brought on in the past year and a half. He was originally with Emmanuel Stewart in the Kronk gym, helped out with Lennox Lewis back in the day. Sugar Hill Stewart is the nephew of the late Emmanuel Stewart from the Kronk gym. So tactical early of both guys switching, and there is the first big swing and a miss of the overhand right from Dillian Whyte, and Fury able to get away from it. And now back to that jab for the Gypsy King.
That's it. Fury's going to have a lot of opportunities because Whyte will commit like that. He will throw wide and will become off balance, and Fury's going to be right there close enough to be able to land his offense on Whyte.
Right hand trying to close the distance, going to the body from Whyte. Fury, of course, that 85-inch reach. One-two from Fury. Quick hands.
That's Fury's favorite combination now. He'll blind you with the jab, and then he'll look like he's going to be throwing a jab, but then he'll throw a hook and a right hand right down the middle.
Sweeping left hand from Fury. There's a double jab. Didn't come with the right hand behind it. Now he does. And then Whyte tries to close the gap and get right into the kitchen and bring Fury against those ropes. Sweeping overhand right hand. Head movement by Fury gets out of the way. Right hand scored from the Gypsy King as they pick up the pace here in round two.
Get the jab going, Tyson.
More body work from Whyte.
He has been effective so far with the body work, especially in round one. Fury trying to place that right hand behind the jab.
What Fury's doing right now, he's turning Whyte. You see that lead left hook? That's what he's doing. Anytime Whyte steps in and looks for offense, he'll just throw the lead hook out there, connect with the head, and then move off to the side. Pivot. There it is again. Nice little check hook from Tyson Fury.
Whyte trying to smother and get to the inside again. Fury able to avoid those punches. End of two.
This is beautiful boxing by Tyson Fury right here. Look at that check left hook right there as Whyte loads up with a big left hand.
Then the right to the body from Dillian Whyte.
That's exactly where Whyte needs to go because he's going to have a hard time locating the head of Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is very elusive for a big man, but that body stays on when he moves that head back.
A more productive second round for Tyson Fury. He had a 15-5 connect advantage in that second round. He threw 40 punches. He only threw 28 in the first round. Dillian Whyte with 5 connects to the body so far through 2 rounds. They start off the first round switching stances. The second round going opposite. And now here in round number 3, both men back to their orthodox right-handed stance. Whyte has been trying to get over the top with the clubbing right hand. That one nearly went to the back of the head, and he receives the warning from referee Mark Lyson. Mark Lyson, 895 bouts officiated into his career. Another check hook from Tyson Fury.
That's how you get off the line. Easy.
Fury shaking his head after that one.
That's just beautiful boxing by Tyson Fury. Using his jab, stick. Anytime he sees Whyte step in, he uses that nice little check hook to get off the line. That keeps him safe.
Dillian Whyte targeting that body with the right hand again.
See, Whyte's going to have to implement some feints. Fury's already timing his attacks. He understands the speed of Whyte already. That's why he's checking him with that left hook. But if you incorporate the feints, that's how you be able to deal with someone so defensive like a Tyson Fury. You got to set him up for something.
Touching him with that jab to the body. Man with 85-inch reach on that 6'9" frame. It doesn't take much to just reach out and touch your opponent. Quick right hand behind the jab from Fury.
You see Fury right here tie up in the inside and not allowing Whyte to work.
Fury leaning on him with the 264 pounds. Remember, he was a career-high 277 for the third fight against Wilder. Goes underneath with a left hand to the body, does the champ. High guard of the belt on Tyson Fury around the body. 1-2, fires off the jab off the hip, smiles at Dillian Whyte.
Nice uppercut right there.
Left uppercut from Tyson Fury. Whyte has to find the key to get through that front door, Timmy. You say he has to feint.
Listen, he has to feint, and he also has to take 2 to get 1. Take 3 to get 1. But he has to close the distance.
End of 3, let's listen in.
Keep your balance a little more. I want you to start shooting the shot around the head. Just around here a little bit. Hey, listen. Keep the damn jab. Just keep out here. Just keep touching. Keep touching. Keep touching. Keep it out here. Don't keep it here too much. Keep it right out from the face of that magnet. Keep his hands busy.
You're throwing a beautiful jab. Please don't be lazy with your left hand coming back. Okay. You're here, and someone's going to come back here, and you're going to break 1-2. Just be here and control it. Okay?
Look at Fury right here. He's setting a trap right now off this feint. This is an indirect attack. You see right here? You see the body open of Dillian Whyte. But he got him to commit with a shot. Fury didn't make him pay there, but I can tell you this. Later in the fight, he will make Dillian pay for that reaction.
That's what it looks like to be a top Wembley Stadium, a top 94,000 plus, and look down at the heavyweight championship fight. Start of round number 4. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley with you ringside here. Tyson Fury has a 38-14 connect advantage as we start round number 4. Well, Mark Lyson is going to have to clean things up here. You can see Whyte wiping at his right eye.
Cut.
As there was something extra against the ropes. Mark Lyson telling Tyson Fury, when I tell you to break, you have to break. And there's the cut on the right eye. Mark Lyson, who those who are close to British boxing consider the best third man inside the ropes that they have. They say he has great instincts, but he has limited experience among big men. This is his first heavyweight title bout. He was the third man for Povetkin's knockout over Dillian Whyte.
See, the biggest problem right now Dillian is having is,
There's that left hook, Timmy.
Woo! Just a little bit off the mark. Seemed like Fury right there rolled with it a bit. But the problem is Whyte stands up too tall. He stands too tall. That's the biggest issues he's having. He's used to fighting shorter heavyweights.
And now grappling and jawing on the inside, these two giants. As Fury brings him back against the ropes. There's a clash of heads to start this 4th round. That opened up that cut near the right eye of Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, all night. Fury can do this all night long. Not enough pressure coming from Dillian Whyte. Still hasn't been able to solve the puzzle and close the distance on Tyson Fury.
Tough to close distance when you're dealing with 6'9", 85-inch reach and a piston jab that's constant. And now you can see, look at that great elbow of Dillian Whyte when they were on the inside. And he gets the warning from Mark Tyson. That was a veteran move. They were going to be on the inside. I can have an elbow for you. Fury tries to chase him back before they tie up again, and the crowd responds. It's been a feisty fourth round. Punches it in the head, in the corner. Mark Tyson's got to get control of this. And the corner of Tyson Fury, it looked like somebody was splashing water while the men were in that blue corner. Very, very heated in that blue corner, and Mark Tyson, the referee, has to get control of things. This fourth round has nearly gone off the rails. Left hook from Tyson Fury, that was a big one. He didn't waste any time landing that shot when they re-engaged. Nearly off balance, a left hand goes to the body from Dillian Whyte. They promised it would be all-out war. All week long, they were lauding each other for their professionalism. That is in the rearview mirror. This is a downright fight. All right, we got a lot to clean up with that wild fourth round. Let's show you the headbutt that started it, Timmy.
Dillian Whyte throwing wide with a shot. You see Tyson Fury leaning in. You see the forearm right there under the chin. Fury didn't like that. He did not like that at all.
There was a little bit of an elbow in the mix as well.
Another headbutt right here. And there's the elbow trying to come down. Ooh. Are you kidding me right now?
Now here's what happened in the corner. Watch this.
They hit behind the head, rapid punching right now.
And then that was Tyson Fury's brother, I believe. I believe Big Shane was over there just throwing some water while the men were engaged in that blue corner. Absolutely wild fourth round. Here we go, round number 5. What are we in store for now? As Tyson's going to get them together. 13 years a pro referee is Mark Tyson. What a task he has in front of him to try to control these guys in front of this atmosphere. And Timmy, I turned to you earlier today. We were on SportsCenter, and I said, Timmy, with this crowd, with this atmosphere, knowing those ring walks, how does it not impact the guys in the ring?
Exactly. I mean, you got to think about it. Both these guys want to win. They're putting it all on the line right now. They do not want to give each other an advantage, and that's what you're seeing right now. Neither guy wants to give an advantage. Neither guy wants to give up control, and that's why these guys are wrestling the way they are.
But there's just a little extra juice. There's something you can sense it with them. You can sense it in the building. It is highly charged in here. Double jab from Fury. Fury has a 50-22 connect advantage to this point. He is landing 23% of his 88 jabs thrown.
So you see no bend at the knees from Dillian Whyte. That's the biggest issue. If you want to get inside of a bigger man, you got to stay low. The lower you get, the harder it's going to be for them to land their offense. But he's coming in too high. Because, like I said, he's used to fighting smaller heavyweights. 6'2", 6 foot.
Everybody's a smaller heavyweight compared to Tyson Fury. Dillian says that was the feat. Right hand came in. Looked like Michael Ofo did a good job of managing that cut. He is the cut man in the corner of Dillian Whyte.
See that stick right there to the chest, to the body. Dillian has to make contact with that to keep Fury occupied so he can land something with power.
Fury shakes it off, comes back with a double jab and a right hand of his own to the body. And now probing with that left hand, goes underneath with a right hand to the body again. And now up top, and then wild swinging, missing with the left hook is Dillian Whyte.
See, Whyte only throwing one punch at a time. You got to throw combinations, especially against a moving target. Something would eventually land. That's it. Whyte has to take 2, 3, whatever it takes to land one. But he's getting tied up in the inside by Tyson Fury. Just too smart, too savvy in the ring.
There's the clap for the last 10 seconds of round number 5. Long-reaching jab from Dillian Whyte just to try to touch that body. End of 5 for the heavyweight championship here in Wembley. Raucous crowd surrounding them ringside. And of course, Paris Hilton Tyson's wife. They've been together since they were 15 years old. They have 6 children, 3 daughters, 3 sons, and she's been with them every step of the wild ride. Gypsy John Fury, his legendary father in the circles of the Irish Traveler, sitting right next to his daughter-in-law.
Left hook up top. Oh, no one's home. Yep, but somebody's home right there on the left side. Nice body shot right there from Tyson Fury. And the feet get tangled up right here. Both men. You see Dillian Whyte off balance. One of the biggest issues that I have with Dillian Whyte's stance, he keeps that lead leg at 180 degrees. It's straight. It needs to be at a 90-degree angle.
Tyson Fury had only 7 connects in that first round, but he has double-digit connects in every subsequent round. Dillian Whyte has yet to hit double-digit connects in any one round, but has been effective to the body with 15 body connects. But overall, it is a 64-27 distinct edge in total connects for Tyson Fury. In terms of power punches, it is 39-19 edge for Tyson Fury. Let's check in with Bernardo.
I just spoke with Sugar Hill Stewart and I said, what do you want to see? What I'm seeing. He's extremely happy with what he's seeing right now. He just doesn't want it to get distracted.
See, when you keep that leg straight like that, that front leg, meaning his foot, you have no balance. So when you get pushed back, you're off balance.
Dillian Whyte falling in after throwing that right hand.
And when you load up like that, a guy with Tyson Fury's experience and eyes, he sees all that coming. You can't load up with shots. You just need to let those hands go.
Loading up on shots is what he's had success with to this stage of his career with thunderous power, especially with the left hand. We asked Tyson Fury to give us a scouting report. How do you sum up Dillian Whyte? He said, a modern-day Ernie Shavers. Big power, a thudder, but a limited boxer. And he had great confidence when we sat with him for nearly an hour yesterday as to how this fight would go about. And so far, he is executing on that plan.
Using that 85-inch reach, moving, subtle movement, left and right, tying up in the inside. Perfect game plan right now from Tyson Fury.
Dillian Whyte patiently looking for an opportunity.
You see when Tyson, when he shoots something and he closes the distance, he reaches out with his hands. Well, there's an opening right up the middle. Dillian Whyte has an uppercut. He needs to let that uppercut go if he wants to land and hurt Tyson Fury. A punch that he wouldn't see as he's trying to close the distance. The left hook right there to the body.
Tyson comes back with a right hand to the body as well. And Whyte tries to place one to that right flank. Another left hand to the body from Dillian Whyte.
Ooh.
Tyson Fury with a power shot. Can Whyte survive this? It is over. One shot wonder at Wembley. My oh, The King has come home, and his faithful followers are going to be partying deep into the night here in London. As he promised. And let the party begin. You are going to be seeing this replay all night long. Timmy, dig in all you want.
All it takes is a 100th of a second to buy a vowel E for the word eraser. Right there, right down the pipe. As you see Dillian Whyte moving in, trying to get the inside. Short, precise, right uppercut, right on the chin, and timber.
This is a viper strike right uppercut. It is so fast. His head snaps up and down so fast. It's an instant knockout. Look at that right uppercut.
God.
From a 6'9", 264-pound man with that speed of his right hand.
He blinded him with the jab. Move those hands. Right uppercut, right up the middle.
Here it comes at real speed. Watch this. Oh. Right on the chin. Instant knockout. When a man that big, with that much leverage, coming from that distance, strikes that punch, it is TNT. Crown him the king. Tyson Fury annihilates Dillian Whyte with one punch. They haven't stopped. 94,000 on their feet, roaring, screaming, clapping. Everything they came to see, and he delivered.